Okay, September 5th, it's Saturday, so we are having a dip. The monthly we close still bullish above all the support, and now we are having a dip. And on the monthly, as long as we close above 9.5, which is all this support which wasn't tested, we still can come out here to test the 12 moving average, even the 21 here on the 8.6, but we need the month to close with a week back up at least above where we are on the 10.5, so we can have a follow-up, because if we close below all this previous resistance, which now is support, it can be tricky. But at the moment we can come down during these months and then week back up to try to have follow-up on the monthly and do something like this here. Come down, but then close back above and have continuation. So let's see if this is the start of a bull run. We are just testing support on the monthly and then hopefully push higher again. So we have the 12 here on the 9.4 more or less, which is all this support resistance here. And we have the 21 here a bit below, but it's more tricky if we come here. It will be better if we just come here, but who knows. Still possible we hold the 21 and then move higher. But we need to be a week and then starting to close above here to try to push higher again. This is the monthly. We never tested this 100 for a big crash. And we never tested the 89 here, which is already higher than the previous crash, and it's going up. So this is for main crashes, and we still have the 50 here to be like a double bottom here alongside this trend line. So let's see where it stops for the monthly. And now I'm doing the weekly. So the weekly we came mathematically to the 21, bouncing now. Indicators are still pointing down. So let's see if this holds. We need the weekly close in 2 days, at least above here. We don't know what's happening now. So the ideal will be now this test here, or maybe move around here this area, but when we close above the 12 on the 10.5.5. and then to try to push higher. This will be ideal, but this is buy areas with a stop loss below here. So these are easy buys, although the indicators are pointing down. We can still have a bounce, made some profits, and then this will be a big resistance on the 11.5 to the 11 to the 12K. So now it turned into resistance, and let's see, but still from here to here, there are some still good profits. Or this can be just a start to come even down, more down. But who knows? 21, it's always a strong support, and the 20 moving average. So these are buy areas. So to have a follow-up for a bullish run. And if we keep the 21, which is the white one, and we keep on moving up from there, something like this can be happening, or even here on 2017. Always on the 21 and the 20, always finding support here, and we made like a nice parabolic bull run. So who knows where we are? These are areas to buy, stop loss below, basically. But indicators are still pointing down. So don't forget, I'm taking now all the lines. So we bounced the 21, and the 20 is on the same position. We have all the 200s are here. So we have all these supports. And then we have the 277 who wasn't tested around 4.2. We have the 200s on the 5.600 more or less. We have basically all this cluster here as support, which will be here. So we don't know if we have like a big crash and then like a big week up, and then you can just buy on top of the supports. On the weekly, never buy until we can buy now and put another entry here or a bit below where everyone will put a stop loss, and then put your stop loss slightly below where you think everyone will put a stop loss for some week. But anyway, just do your risk management. If you come down, you can buy again here or here or here. Indicators are pointing down. And if you're an investor, just wait until the stochastic and RSI and stochastic came to the lower levels and just be patient. But for daily trades, some swing trades, just buy on these areas and just take profits or sell on the next resistances, and that's it. That's how you make money. And you have your risk and the management and the risk management on spot. Okay, so this is Bitcoin. Okay, we are still above this support. We have this support and this support which wasn't tested here. Let's see if we have a week down and then close this up again. It's Saturday, we still have Sunday, and then the close it will be after. So let's see where we close the week and decide from there. If we close below the 21s, and the 20 can be tricky, but remember, the support is here, the support is here, and we have this cluster here as support, and this cluster here, all this area here as support, and on the bottom we have all this area here as support as well. Okay, so just moving now to Ethereum. This is the weekly, I'm just doing daily. I will do all the time frames, so trying to hold the 100 here. Now it's touching the support. This will be a buy with a stop loss here to see if we can push to the resistance here or here and make some profits from here to here. If this doesn't hold and we start losing this area, we can come down to the 200 exponential, which is aligned with this area here, quite important. And we still have this area here, which is kind of aligned with the 200 simple and the 277 exponential. So let's see what we do on the weekend. We still can come here or even here or hold here and start to move higher from here. Who knows? But on the CME, which I'm moving now, we have this gap here from the 9.9 to the 9.6. We came to the top, but we didn't close it yet, so we need to have another push down to be able to close it. So if we come down, I think we will come lower and maybe to the 9.5 or even lower and get all the stop losses from this liquidity pool here, this area, and come to this moving average. So let's see what we do, but this was a big buy with this week, and we are trying to close above and maybe at least coming higher here on the CMEs, because this was a strong buy on the CMEs, so don't forget. And on the traditional one, bit stamp, whatever, we didn't get that week, so it's a bit different, but that one represents a strong buy over there. And let's see if we hold here, stop loss here, and hopefully the next candle from tomorrow will go up at least until this area here or this cluster here, hold this area. Okay, otherwise stop loss, one entry, another entry. Okay, Ethereum just rejecting the 21 and coming down. Let's see where we stop. We had this big week up and now we are coming down to test maybe these areas, who knows. On the weekly, we might come here to test the 12, and we have all this area on the 21 should come here to test this support here, which wasn't tested. This one was tested with this week, so I think this is the one to be tested and do something like this. Indicators are pointing down, so we don't know how deep it can go. It can do something like this. We never know, but just use your stop loss. Okay, so this is weekly, monthly on Ethereum. We got this week on the 21. We might come back down to test here, 256 euros. So this is a strong area, and we have also this week. So we have this area support, but we can come to the 12 here as well. So So who knows? If we hold here, it's just another higher low, and we can go higher. But due to the weekly, we can come here to the 12 or the 21. So let's see. This is a bearish candle, quite strong, but the week still hasn't closed. If we close, if it goes up and close above this cluster here on the 330, we might push higher again. This is a big resistance now, and let's see if we manage to pass this area before we come here or even here. Indicators pointing down. Litecoin, so big rejection. We came to test this support here. We had this area and this area as buy areas. Just worked out. We have this trend line here. Let's see. There's a big pull here, but if it holds here, let's see what Bitcoin does as well. We can move higher from here, but this will be a big resistance on the 21. So to play safe, many people can just buy if we close above the 44 euros and start to close above the 21 moving average. For now, we are already below. It's more tricky, and let's see what it does. Indicators are pointing down as well. This was the weekly. This is the monthly, so we got some good buys, but it's coming down. Maybe just do a higher low here, and this will be a buy area, and this will be a buy area. From here to here, all these are buy areas. Stop loss around here, and or you can wait for it to close above here. If this candle closes above here, we can have a nice push up. But all these are buying areas with a stop loss depending on each person. Okay, Ripple daily consolidating here above the 200 exponential, but we still have 100 and 200 simple here. And let's see, we have been rejecting this area. If we close above here, this small candle, which we are, stop loss is here. So Ripple basically came to test the 21. This is a buy opportunity, stop loss here. If we come down, we have the 20 here and the stop loss below this area here. So you can make one entry here, another entry here, and the stop loss may be below these trend lines, and that's it. Depends on each person, on your risk margin. Okay, this is Ripple, Stellar on the weekly. Also came down the 21 and the 20, so seems like we want to come to test this support here on the 50. If Bitcoin comes down a little bit more, this will be a buy area with a stop loss below, or one buy here. Looking at it, this area here, which is this candle, and this is the base here on the 52.5. So this is a big support, which I have a line here on the, this will be hit. So from here to here on the weekly should be a good buy, and then the stop loss below. Indicators are pointing down. CRS came to test the 21. Until now it holded. Let's see if it keeps holding and push higher again, at least to here, to this wick and to this area, to the 50s. And if it doesn't pass, I think it stopped and then might come down back again, go sideways here and then maybe push down to get all the stop losses here, and maybe just test this trend line here, and the stop loss will be here. So let's see, because it can do something like this. But for now we are still above the 21. Let's see where the week close. Indicators are pointing down. EOS, we got a good week down and week up, came down, so it's still trying to hold support on the 21, which is kind of a bullish sign because we came to test this support, and we are above the 20, so stop loss can be on this trend line. Here we have this trend line, if it's, and the stop loss can be below. Let's try to push one more time. Seems like we are squeezing. OMG, weekly, coming down to test the 12. So should be the buy area, and here on this week, these two areas. And of course the breakdown, which can come here, and we have this trend line. We can have a big move down, and you get it here sooner or later. So it's another option. Indicators are pointing down. Link, weekly, also came to test the 12. It's holding for now. We have the 21, and it's this cluster here from the 20 and the 21 here. This should be the buy area from this week to this area here, to see if it holds for another push higher. Otherwise, we can come down to this area, which is stronger, and we have the 50 coming and going up here to see if this can do something like this. But if this keeps stronger, the buy should be here or even here. And we have this trend line here. Who knows if we just break down until here, but I don't think so. Okay. Cardano losing the 21 and the 20 for now. Support here on this cluster on the weekly. So let's see where we stop in 2 days. And Tezos also broke the 21, and I think if we stop here, we are just doing test this support, doing a new higher low and push higher. If we break, we have this trend line here that might hold and can be another buy, and we have the 89 moving average here to test this support here, this area here, which is this week, and this top here. So let's see where it stops and just wait for now. BNB testing the 21, but let's see if it holds. Might come down a little bit to the $18. Who knows? Now big resistance here and here. It's like a big resistance. Who knows if we don't come here to test this area. And now for the micro. Okay, origin trail just starting to come down. Support here, but we don't know if we have something like this. These are micro caps, so we can have a big breakdown and people just buy or here or even here, and everyone get fucked. Okay, so indicators are pushing down. So I don't believe in this. I will buy it here, or only if it starts to hold support. Not to get falling knives. So there's no option to put your stop loss. Okay, so this is Acropolis with dollar still holding, but starting to get rejections. After rejections, we should come here, or even to this top here, which is aligned with the 50, or even here. Who knows? Darwinia coming down, and this is the support is here, or even lower. Many people shilling this, and this just happens. So, and it's just coming down now. I think we'll stop here for a while, or here, and I'll put just the daily to check. So it's losing the 21 moving average. If we manage to go up, there's a trend line here. It's coming to this trend line, might hold, and then if we start to close above here, we should go up again. I don't believe it, but this is the support, and now the support is here above this area. So we are in trying to hold this support from this candle, and the stop loss will be here or here. Ring, trying to hold here, so it's already a green signal. Stop loss here can be a buy in this cluster here, like before, but we never know if we come down again. Anyway, very easy for the risk management. It's all starting to get green, but depends on Bitcoin. And this is very algorithm, so maybe you just wait until it closes above here, like it did here, and then use your stop loss here and wait for it to try to go to the higher levels. But this is already on the buy areas on the indicators, stop loss here, or just wait to prove it stronger, to make it go up by there, stop loss below this candle or here. So this is ring, dollar. I'm not doing BTC pairs. This one just came down, those network. Everyone shilling it, it holds here and now it just came down. So don't hear what the people tell you on YouTube, because they are just chilling to make pump and dumps, and then you get fucked up by them, by some people. So just use your stop loss. If you bought here, if you add your stop loss here, it will be fine. So forget this. Everyone's shilling DeFi coins, so even here Polkadot, so it's didn't manage to hold and it's coming down. And we had this major crash on Huobi. It already made 100%, but now it's coming down. Who knows where to? So this is like the ICOs in 2017, 18. So all the DeFis now are coming down and crashing. So be careful what you do. Now this one is holding on the 50 moving average, stop loss here. But it should come here to this area here, or this area, or this area. But this is quite tricky, so just wait. Wait for it to stabilize with a couple of candles, green ones. Never buy like this. So this was the energy token. And just wait. If Bitcoin goes down, everything will go down. If Bitcoin holds, just try to check where it can bounce. Wait for the weekly to close and see what happens. Then do your stop loss. Okay, so I'm also on the daily chart. This is Anchor coming down, losing 21. Very easy trade. Rejection on the ear. On the retest, stop loss above. Now it's coming down. Let's see where it stops. Might stop here on this area, which is the 100. But this area wasn't tested here, so we never know if we can have a big crash, because these are micros and this can be just pump and dumps. I'll put the weekly. So the weekly, it's coming here to the 21 or the 20, which is this red candle here, all this area. If we lose this, we have from this week to this top here to be another area to buy if someone believes in this shit. I don't, I'm just analyzing. I would have bought maybe here after all these months consolidating, or here, but never here. I would wait until it come down for the areas of accumulation, and this can be just a big move down like it happened here, until we get support on these areas, and then in another cycle accumulate to go up again. If this is a good Kava also coming down, so holding the 21, we have the 20 here, and we have all this support here. So this one wasn't tested, so let's see. All the indicators are pointing down. Let's see, this is the accumulation zone area, and this is the accumulation zone area. So indicators are pointing down. I think the money just finished and everyone is pushing it down. Who knows? Ampleford also push, managed to hold the support up, and big bearish engulfing, coming down again. Who knows if we come even down from here. Indicators are still pointing down. And yeah, so this is the situation. And now I'm just a little of S&P. So finally we rejected from always the same trend line. This one that we made, always this trend line come down. This we tried down, retested down, we never passed it, and we are rejecting it again. This red one also came down. If we hold above this red one, we might just go sideways here, and then or push higher or come to the 12 or the 21, which is this cluster here or this top, to try to hold support for the bull run. Otherwise we can lose it and come back down here to test these areas which weren't tested and have a big crash again on the S&P, and everyone is taking profits now. Gold also rejecting, trying to hold support, doing higher lows now. If we hold these, we might have another push up. Otherwise we will come now to test the 12 or the 21, and it's a matter of patience because the sells are here. Let's see what it does. But it's still strong on this time, so this is the support. It's a matter of patience. Indicators are pointing down. Let's see where it goes. Many supports along the way. And let's see if this was the top or we have another push higher, and some people can just use the breakout to try to make a breakout trade and put the stop loss below. Okay, euro dollar, finding support here on this trend line, try to push higher after. So euro quite strong above the dollar. Let's see if this trend line holds. Until now it's holding, but it's already facing, maybe go sideways on this area or try to find support a bit below. And this is the dollar rupiah, which I trade because I live in Bali. So it's holding now the support. Hopefully it goes higher from here. We also have this trend line here. And yeah, hopefully it goes up at least until here. Indicator still pointing up. It's still holding here. Can hold for a while on the stochastic. And let's see, can be just sideways, hopefully not. And euro rupiah, because euro is stronger, the push was quite strong. We are facing resistance now on this area, going sideways here, still doing higher lows, but lower highs. So we are squeezing, hopefully it goes one more time up to try to close above here and have a push higher. Otherwise we come here down to test the 12 or the 21 and hopefully hold to try another leg up like we did. Something like this, doesn't manage to pass, come down, doesn't hold the 21 on the weekly, come to the 12, to the green, which is here, but we'll need to hold first here for a while. If it doesn't hold, we come down and we have all this support, but hopefully it holds here and we do something like this as soon as it goes up to 21, and as long as we are above the 21 we can still push higher on the bull run. So let's see if it's just what we are doing here, if it just goes sideways here or if we have still one more push. Hopefully so I can trade my euros once again on the higher levels, so I can just trade then back to euros below here on these areas. Hopefully another push, but who knows. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything on the crypto and S&P. Just now just checking a couple more since I did this. So this is Norwegian, so it's holding very easy trades. I'll do the weekly or the monthly. I can do the weekly. So this is Norwegian. This is Norwegian. All the support that was created here. hold support here and pushing higher. If it closes above the 21, we can have another push. So stock market quite easy, just a matter of be patient. EasyJet also 1 point, 2 points on the weekly. Try to close below but start to push higher, and we are going up again from this trend line. And this will be easy if we go for the daily. And with this candle, this was approved to go higher, and you had your stop loss here, higher low, and new higher low, and trying to push up already above the 21s from here, or even from here. Came back down, but made a higher low, another higher low, and trying to push higher. So very easy trades on the stock market, and take profits here after 3 rejections, another rejections, and then rejection on the 21, and then going sideways but doing higher lows to try to push higher again. So I'm just checking these ones because a friend of mine trades, so we have been doing sideways here, but buying here, taking profits here. It's very easy, or here. And this is like an oscillator kind of stock. And yes, so taking profits here, and the 21 is here as long as it holds. So, but we have been just sideways holding this support, which if I do the monthly, we have been here. So quite easy. The buys are here, stop loss below here. It holds, and now it's just waiting until it comes here for a sell. And this is the dollar. I don't want to see the gold. You already spoke about it. SL2. So we got a support here, and we are now finding resistance to come down to test another support. But this was very easy also, this big crash with all these lines here. If we can see, we hold support on this cluster here. And then we closed above this trend line, which was made here, from here. It was very easy to buy here and put your stop loss here and beat big profits. Brent or crude, the same thing. As we can see, very easy to buy here. And it just went up. Crude the same. BMW hold the 277, so this is a very important moving average. Many people don't care about it, but as we can see, the buy was here mathematically. We are facing resistance now, and because we have all this area here that was made in the past, and we went really high, we can come down at least to test this support here if we have another crash, and still doing a higher low compared with this area here. So BMW, Porsche on the monthly, very easy. Also 1 point, 2 points. The crash was made on this mathematically, and we went up also above this area, this trend line, and we are trying to face resistance now, but already big profits in Porsche. Tesla, it's Tesla, we know what has been happening. Intel, we got crash again now because of Apple, but it's already finding support here, but we can come down easily, very easy to put your stop loss. And some Tesla, this is Tesla futures, and now it's coming down finally, but still finding support here. And I see it here. Portuguese Galp, very bad. We pushed higher, but already facing resistance. This is the support area, and this cluster here, so we might come down again. Very bad. Sonai, still holding, but we are losing all this pump. We are going back down, testing this trend line. Easy to buy now, and the stop loss here or here, but we never know if we come down to this area, but easy to use your stop loss. So Glaxo, on the monthly. I'm just doing monthly for the stock market, so also very easy. If we look at the past, we have all these trend lines here. That one was broken, but 1 point, 2 points. Okay, still waiting to get tested again. So if we come down, I'm seeing it holding here or here and the stop loss here. And that's it. So we are just sideways squeezing to see if we manage to push higher or a big breakdown. So just be careful with this one. Renault also 1 point, 2 points, trying to go up and facing resistance now. Now still going up, so it might come here or here or here. So it's still holding, but on the daily we are here. It gave plenty of opportunities to buy, as we can see, 1, 2 times. Now it's going up, and this is the trend line on Renault for buys, and the sells are here. And we can have maybe now, if we manage to push higher once again, try to come higher and do a breakout. United, also very easy if we put the monthly. So it's all about algorithms and learn how to read macro charts on the monthly, on the weekly. As we can see, this trend line here gave 2 times option to buy, and now we are here. Stop loss is here. The people who were smart enough to got this. If we break this down, we also have this trend line here. If we have another big crash, and this will be the buy. If we hold this one with the stop loss here, or because it's trying to push higher, the stop loss will be here, and just wait to take profits on this area here, which is this cluster here. Okay, so all the others are still doing good. Coke came down, still holding. Now we are facing the big resistance here. Nike, monthly pushing higher, all-time highs, closing above to try to go higher. Amazon, super strong support here. This top here, facing some resistance now, but always pushing for new levels. And this was resistance. It's now support, so the 21 is support, very strong. And that's it. I think that's it. Let's see Bitcoin once again, what it's doing now. I think it's coming down. It's weakened. I'm taking all these lines. This is the monthly, so the support is here on the 9.4. Remember, which is this top here. And then we need a big bounce, otherwise it might still come here and needs to bounce back up here to be bullish and hopefully close the month above 10.5. So that's it for now. We are on 10.2 coming down again. To test this area, let's see. We need to wait for the weekly close to see if we close above the 21 and the 20. If we close below, we might come down here for a week, but I think we might come down before the week close, come down and then close above this one or this one and then push higher if we are in a bullish market. Otherwise we just can come sideways here. Let's see, indicators are pointing down and we are coming down, so be patient.